Hey everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. Also harbockelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So another Ameritron Al-811. It's getting a new set of Pentalab tubes. I will only work on an amp that uses them if you're willing to upgrade to 572s. Better tube, direct drop and replacement. So I'll go over everything that I see that it needs. Disconnected the secondary leads for the plate supply because now I check the relays prior to giving the customer a quote if it has the sealed relays. So they checked out okay. That's a safer way to do it. Okay, so it needs a standby operate switch. This one's messed up. Lights work. Someone's been in here, they unsoldered the plate blocker. So I'm going to fix that up. The straps, parasitic assembly, are badly frayed. So I will change all three of those. Has metal oxide varistors. So I'll take the shaft out, take the plate out, take those out. I will add gas discharge tubes. Sorry, I've used my finger. Yeah. I'll add gas discharge tubes down here. Needs SO239s, and again, I'll show you why. Input 1 on the bottom. There's no angle, but you can see there's no grip. This one has some grip. This one's decent, but I always change both if I change one. So I'll put high quality ones in that I get from Max Gain Systems, cool people over there. Take out the wire for the 10 meter mod, just hanging there. I'll clean the input rotary switch with deoxit gold, clean the output rotary switch, band switch with deoxit gold, and compress the socket clips. And that's about it. All that I can see for now. So I will see you guys soon. I'm going to get to work. Lots of amps to fix. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al-811. Tested full output on all bands. I have a funny story. I actually had this come in. A customer had said he had gone in it and he tried retuning the input ferrite cores for the input circuits, Pi networks, slug-tuned coils, and he got this on eBay, and he said he had a high input Esterburnus transceiver. So I showed everything I saw wrong with it. So he gave me the green light to fix it, and I went and took the video, started taking it apart, and then all of a sudden, I don't want to fix it. So now I was halfway through it, so went ahead and finished it. He said he wanted to abandon it, so I hate selling amplifiers, but I guess this one's up for sale. So I'll go over everything I did. Brand new standby operate switch. I replaced the straps. Get something to point with. Replaced the 3 straps for the parasitic board, between the board and the anode caps. Did the bias modification. I removed the metal oxide varistors from the board. I replaced the SO239s with high quality Teflon ones. I put the gas discharge tubes in. Press the socket clips a little bit. Clean the band switch with deoxit gold. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxit gold. So after he told me he had gone in here and did that, it was also one of the slug tune forms was actually missing the ferrite slug, so I replaced that. So what I did was I disconnected the secondary leads and I checked the relays and they were okay. So that's about it. I have a lot of amplifiers here. So if the guy said he didn't want to follow through in the beginning, I would have just put it aside. He would have owed me the bench fee, and that was it. So now I wasted a bunch of time working on it, and I will sell it. Otherwise, I would have just, if he was abandoning it, it would have just been a parts unit. I hate selling amplifiers. So when I do turn it on, I hear like a little noise. I think the transformer is just noisy, and you hear a little noise and it goes away. But I turn it on and off like a whole bunch of times. I even turned it on with the secondary leads disconnected. Same thing. Some transformers are more noisy than the others. So this thing is all set. Also, brand new plate blocker. So the old one was just like, the lead was too short, so it was like tagged on the end over here. So now it's wrapped around, soldered. Meter protection diode's good. And that's it. And zip tie the wire, because this was loose and it was actually able to touch the output coil over here at the 10 coil. So thanks for watching. Website's amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. The other website's harbackelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. 73.